What if I told you about a hidden corner of India, a place maybe you haven't really heard much about, that holds the key to powering, well, the next generation of electric vehicles and smart devices too?
And what if that whole story, its transformation, is playing out right now, like in real time on the global stage?
Exactly. It sounds, well, less like just news and more like an adventure unfolding, doesn't it?
It really does. And that's precisely the deep dive we're taking today. Our mission really is to unpack this truly fascinating story.
We're looking at how the central Indian state of Chhattisgarh, a region just blessed with immense natural resources, and now guided by a pretty visionary leader.
Who's stepping confidently onto the international stage. And specifically, we'll look at its growing partnership with South Korea.
Yeah, forging a future that genuinely could impact all of us.
Mm.
I mean, from the phones in our pockets to the cars we'll probably be driving soon enough.
That's right. This isn't just about, high-level geopolitics or dry economic agreements. Not at all.
No, it's about the actual materials that power our daily lives, the global race for those resources.
In the strategic thinking behind Chhattisgarh's really remarkable push to become a key player.
We're exploring a journey that you could say really kicked off in earnest on August 27, 2025, in Seoul, South Korea.
Mm-hmm. A crucial meeting took place there that honestly has the potential to redefine entire economic landscapes.
So get ready for some surprising facts, maybe some unexpected connections, and a deep look into a region that seems poised for just a massive leap forward.
Okay, so let's set the scene a bit for you. First, let's talk about Chhattisgarh itself.
Right.
Because it is often overlooked, in the flashy stories about India's big tech hubs or its coastal manufacturing giants.
Yeah, you don't hear about it as much.
No, but that would be a significant oversight. It was carved out from Madhya Pradesh back in 2000.
Okay.
And it's a substantial state, sprawling over 135,000 square kilometers.
That's big. For context, that's roughly
the size of England and Wales combined. So yeah, significant landmass.
okay. And home to about 29 million people.
About that, yeah. Many living in rural areas, surrounded by vast forests, hills, fertile plains. It's a place of incredible natural beauty, but also a lot of untapped potential.
An unsung giant, you could say.
Absolutely. And its economic power, while maybe not widely broadcast, is truly impressive.
You mentioned growth earlier.
Yeah, we're talking an economy that grew at a staggering 11.2% in the financial year 2023-24 alone.
11.2%. That's huge. What's driving that primarily?
Well, it's multifaceted, but mainly agriculture, mining, and industry.
Agriculture, okay.
The state is so fertile, particularly in its central plains, that it's earned the nickname the Rice Bowl of India.
Ah, the Rice Bowl. I've heard that.
Yeah, paddies stretching as far as the eye can see. But, while rice feeds the nation, the real story, the one making it a global player now.
And the focus of our deep dive.
Exactly. It lies far beyond those fields. It lies underground.
The mineral wealth, I'm guessing?
Precisely. Beneath those fertile plains, there's just a vast, diverse underground treasure trove.
We know about the coal, the iron ore.
Right. Bauxite, too. That's fueled India's heavy industries for decades. But the most exciting discovery, the game changer,
is the white gold. Lithium.
Lithium, exactly.
So lithium, we know it's the backbone of modern tech. But for listeners really tuned into the EV and device markets, what makes Chhattisgarh's lithium find particularly significant? Is it the grade, the sheer volume, or?
That's a really crucial point because, for many people, lithium is just a word on a battery spec sheet.
Right.
But its significance, you really can't overstate it. It's the magic ingredient, the heart of the rechargeable batteries powering, literally everything.
Your phone, your laptop.
The electric vehicles we're all seeing more of, maybe dreaming of owning. Without a stable, secure supply of lithium, our modern, portable, connected world would just grind to a halt.
It's fundamental.
It is. It's critical to our future. And
Right.
Chhattisgarh has emerged as a particularly significant hotspot for these reserves.
And when you say hotspot, we're not talking a small find, right?
Yeah.
This is substantial.
Oh, far from it. The Korba district, specifically the Chhattisgarh region, that's where the Geological Survey of India, the GSI, confirmed deposits spanning about 250 hectares. Now, here's where the technical bit gets really important.
The numbers.
Yeah, the concentrations. They range from 10 up to 2,000 parts per million.
2,000 ppm. How does that compare globally?
Well, 2,000 TPM for hard rock lithium, that's considered high grade anywhere in the world.
Okay, so commercially very viable.
Very viable, potentially highly profitable extraction. Much more attractive than, say, lower grade stuff, which costs a lot more to process.
So this isn't just a minor footnote. It's a globally competitive deposit they're sitting on.
Absolutely. And the hard rock deposits specifically, they're between like 168 and 295 ppm, confirming viability.
And the big players are noticing.
Oh, yeah. Auctions for mining rights have already attracted industry giants. Think Coal India Limited, Vedanta, Adani, they're all interested.
So the potential scale here is huge.
Immense. And this isn't just about, digging holes in the ground. It's about creating entire new value chains.
Building factories.
State-of-the-art processing factories, yes. And fundamentally positioning India, and specifically Chhattisgarh, as a key player in this global shift toward renewables and the whole EV revolution.
The comparison sometimes made is how oil shaped the Middle East. Could lithium do something similar for regions like Chhattisgarh?
It's a powerful analogy, and the economic scale could be similar. But here's maybe a key difference for our deep dive.
Go on.
Unlike oil, where often raw extraction was the main value driver, lithium's value chain goes way beyond the mine.
Right. There's processing, cathode manufacturing.
Battery cell production, integration into products. It's complex. So
Yeah.
Chhattisgarh's opportunity isn't just selling raw stuff.
It's building an entire industrial ecosystem, from the mine to the EV battery.
Exactly. Which is, an even more complex but potentially much more rewarding transformation.
And as you said, resources alone don't build economies. You need leadership, vision.
Precisely. And the architect behind this ambitious transformation in Chhattisgarh is the Chief Minister, Vishnu Deo Sai.
His story is quite something, isn't it?
It really is. Deeply rooted in the region he now governs. Born in 1964, small village called Bagia, Joshpur district. He comes from the Kanwar tribal community.
And a family background in public service?
Yes, a long legacy there, which clearly inspired him. He entered politics back in 1989, starting as a village panchayat member, just grassroots level.
From village council to the global stage? That trajectory must inform his approach.
Well, you'd think so. By 1990, he was already an unopposed sarpanch, the village head. Shows that early local popularity.
They then moved up.
Yeah, his career took off. Madhya Pradesh Assembly, then 4 terms as an MP from Raygar 99 to 2019. Even served as a union minister of state under PM Modi.
So experience from local right up to national policy.
Exactly. Gives him that unique perspective, linking local needs with national and now, international ambitions.
And his rise culminated in becoming chief minister. A historic appointment.
Truly historic. Took office December 13th, 2023. He's the first senior tribal leader in central India to hold such a key post.
And his actions since taking office.
Pretty decisive, impactful. For instance, taking a firm stance on the Naxal insurgency, the bullet-for-bullet approach, they call it.
But also offering a way out.
Yes, simultaneously offering rehabilitation paths for those who surrender. It's a nuanced strategy, really, aiming for peace and development.
What about social policies?
Launched significant schemes there, too, like the Mahatari Vandhan Yojana.
That's the one giving money to women.
That's it. 1,000 monthly to over 70 lakh women, directly empowering families. And importantly, for rural areas, boosting farmer incomes.
How so?
By increasing the collection rates for tendu leaves to 7,502 per bag.
Tindu leaves. Remind me.
They're used for making beedis, traditional Indian cigarettes. It's a vital seasonal income, especially for women in rural communities. So raising the rate helps them directly.
So he's clearly focused on development, but also seems like a real bridge builder, connecting that rural heartland to the global economy.
That seems to be the core idea. Which brings us to that pivotal moment. His 10-day tour to Japan and South Korea. Started around August 20th, 2025.
A high-stakes trip. What was the main goal?
Crystal clear. Attract foreign investment, especially in those cutting-edge sectors, electronics, automobiles, food processing.
And it tied in with the World Expo.
Exactly. Strategically coincided with the World Expo 2025 in Osaka. Chhattisgarh had its own pavilion there, showcasing its traditions alongside its modern industrial ambitions to a global audience.
A blend of old and new. Which takes us directly to Seoul, August 27th, 2025. The big meeting.
Yes, this was the key event. Chief Minister Sai meeting with Lee Jae-jang, chairman of the Advanced Technology Center Association, ATCA.
ATCA. Not a household name, maybe, but important in Korea.
Oh, absolutely critical in the world of high-tech manufacturing there. It's the collective. a powerhouse network, over 60 leading South Korean companies.
In what fields?
IT, electronics, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, textiles. Think of it as an exclusive club of innovators and industrial giants, shaping Korea's tech future.
Okay, so this meeting, part of the Chhattisgarh Investor Connect program, Sai didn't just show up for coffee, right? He had a pitch.
Absolutely. He painted this vivid, ambitious picture of Chhattisgarh as an emerging global hub, not just some regional player,
How did he back that up?
by highlighting the state's really investor-friendly policies, things specifically designed to attract foreign companies.
Like what?
Streamlined land acquisition, making it easy to get started, beneficial tax incentives to lower operating costs, and crucially, quick single-window approvals, cutting through that bureaucratic red tape.
Speed is key.
Definitely. And he made this powerful statement basically saying, with Korea's innovations and Chhattisgarh's resources, we will script a new era of growth. Really emphasizing the potential for India-South Korea ties through this direct state-level engagement.
And it wasn't just talk. He invited them.
He did, extended a direct invitation to the ATCA team to visit Chhattisgarh during their upcoming India trip. Come see it for yourselves, basically. Touch and feel the potential.
Smart move.
Yeah.
And the talks weren't just generalities. They got specific.
Very specific. Zeroed in on sectors where the synergies really shine.
Such as?
IT for developing software parks, electronics for setting up manufacturing hubs, semiconductors absolutely vital for chip factories, pharmaceuticals for advanced drug production, and textiles for modern garment units.
Okay, let's unpack that logic. Korea's strength, Chhattisgarh's resources.
Exactly. South Korea is a global leader in these tech sectors, semiconductors. Thanks Samsung, SK Hynix, they dominate globally.
Right.
Chhattisgarh, with its minerals vital for auto and electronics, could supply raw materials, but also host assembly, maybe even processing plants.
So it's a strategic alignment. Raw materials and an emerging industrial base meet advanced tech and manufacturing expertise.
Precisely. Take pharmaceuticals. India's already known as the pharmacy of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But partnering with Korean firms could bring in advanced biotech, R&D capabilities, push India up the value chain.
And textile.
Huge potential there for Chhattisgarh's rural workforce, particularly women, modern mills, export-oriented garment units. Creating valuable, sustainable jobs, empowering local communities. It's really a potential win-win.
But this pitch isn't just about raw materials or, cheap labor. Chhattisgarh is also building a serious talent pipeline. That's a key differentiator for investors.
Absolutely critical. Think about their premier institutions. You've got the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, in Bhilai, set up in 2016.
IITs are top tier.
World class. Their research in material science, sustainable engineering, directly applicable to cutting-edge lithium stuff, extraction, processing, battery tech.
And management expertise.
Got that covered too. The Indian Institute of Management, IIM, in Raipur, established 2010, already cultivating management talent tailored for these kinds of global partnerships, complex supply chains.
And the others.
Yeah, the National Institute of Technology, NIT, in Raipur, and the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIMS, also in Raipur. They're churning out skilled professionals.
So not just graduates, but innovators.
That's the idea. Ready to apply their skills in the very industries Korea is looking to invest in. It creates a real ecosystem, a ready workforce. Imagine, a young engineer from IIT Bhilai working on EV batteries using locally sourced lithium. That's the vision unfolding.
So it's a full package. Resources, policy, people.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond the human capital, the state's ready infrastructure-wise. You mentioned plug and play.
Yeah, plug and play. What that means practically for an investor is removing huge barriers to entry.
How so?
It refers to ready-to-go industrial parks, pre-approved land, utilities connected, sometimes even pre-built factory shells.
The faster setup, less cost.
Drastically reduces the time and cost to begin operations. Plus, Chhattisgarh has a significant power surplus, over 5,000 megawatts,
Right.
thermal and tidal sources, thanks to big NTPC plants. Now, for energy-hungry industries like chip making or heavy machinery,
Reliable power is everything.
it's an enormous advantage, prevents costly production stops, add established logistics, road, rail, and you have a state that's proactively built the foundations for rapid industrial growth.
And this whole Chhattisgarh initiative, it fits into the bigger picture of India-Korea ties, right?
Yeah.
Which have a history, but this feels new somehow.
It definitely feels like a new chapter. Diplomatic relations go way back to 1973, but the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA, in 2009, that really boosted trade.
How much we're talking?
Over $20 billion annually now, and South Korea is India's third largest steel export destination.
And Chhattisgarh's big in steel.
A top producer. Billai's steel plant alone does 5.4 million tons a year, so they're eager to deepen that connection. We've seen Korean giants like POSCO, Hyundai invest successfully in India already.
Right.
But Chhattisgarh offers this huge, largely untapped potential, and it aligns perfectly with India's wider Act East policy strengthening ties with East and Southeast Asia.
What's also fascinating is the commitment to inclusive growth. You mentioned 30% of the population is from scheduled tribes, and Chief Minister Sai's own tribal roots. That must send a message.
It sends a powerful message. It provides assurance that empowering these communities is central to all this development. It's not just an afterthought.
So it's built in.
That's a critical point for any long-term sustainable investment. Sai's journey from the village to the CM's office isn't just his story, it's like the blueprint for how they plan to bridge the rural heartland with the global economy.
Ensuring the white gold benefits everyone.
Fostering ownership, shared prosperity, and that narrative resonates, especially with socially responsible investors who look for partners committed to equitable development.
Okay, so bringing it back. What does all this mean for you, our listener? What are the actual real-world ripple effects of this Chhattisgarh story?
Well, think about the multiplier effect. Every new tech plant, it doesn't just hire engineers.
Right, it creates other jobs too.
Spurs demand for local services, housing, infrastructure. We could be talking a potential maybe 15–20% boost in per capita income for thousands.
Which translates to
families affording better health care, maybe private education, starting their own small businesses, creating a whole new local economy around these hubs.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine a farmer in Raipur. His son gets a good job in a new semiconductor plant, earns enough to buy a home, secure the family's future. Or think of a woman in a tribal village, now weaving textiles for export, maybe her income doubles, allows her to send her kids to better schools.
So the benefits spread out.
These investments create ripples far beyond the factory gates. Better roads, improved schools, more accessible hospitals for everyone. It transforms daily lives across the state.
Of course, no big project is without challenges. The road ahead must have some hurdles.
Oh, definitely. Every ambitious plan faces hurdles. Sustainable lithium mining, for one, is absolutely crucial.
Especially in a state known for forests and biodiversity.
Exactly. You have to avoid environmental harm. And this is where perhaps Korean technology could be invaluable. Their emphasis on green mining, advanced processing, it could ensure development doesn't wreck the ecology.
What about security? Naxalism was an issue.
It historically deterred investors in some areas, yes. But Sai's strong policies, over 100 insurgents neutralized, many surrendering for rehabilitation. That's steadily turning the tide, creating a more secure environment. But it's still, a factor to manage.
And global competition.
Fierce. China currently dominates lithium production and processing, no question.
So how does India compete?
Well, India's strategic push for self-reliance Atmanirbhar Bharat through things like the production-linked incentive, the PLI scheme.
That gives financial incentives for local manufacturing.
Right. It aligns perfectly with Chhattisgarh's ambitions, makes it a powerful contender, helping level the playing field somewhat.
So despite the challenges, the future looks genuinely bright for Chhattisgarh.
It really does. That single meeting in Seoul could truly be a game changer, sparking a chain reaction of foreign direct investment, potentially soaring the state's GSDP, creating millions of jobs.
Like Sai said at the World Expo.
Exactly, a unique confluence of tradition and modernity. That captures it well.
It really does. These global partnerships, they're so much more than just big business deals or diplomatic handshakes, aren't they?
They really are. Ultimately, they're about empowering people, unlocking potential in regions that were perhaps overlooked before, bringing real, tangible change to communities.
Chhattisgarh's bold leap onto the world stage, partnering with South Korea. It's a testament to vision, resources, and that crucial international collaboration.
Absolutely. It shows what's possible.
So next time you hold your smartphone, or maybe you think about your next car, let's consider, what if its very essence, its power, its tech, originated from this vibrant, rapidly transforming land of Chhattisgarh?
This deep dive really shows us how sometimes unexpected places are driving the global future.
And the best chapters of this incredible story, they are undoubtedly still being written